that's so big that it overwhelms all of your fears and causes you to never give up. Everybody on the way to where you're trying to get to, you have a decision that one day you can go forward or you turn back. Problem is, the average person turns back from their dream. You have the vision. You believe in the vision. You are sure, positive, that if other people could see your vision, they would be amazed. Your goals and dreams have to be bigger than your problems. If you're going through hell, keep going. I mean, why would you stop there? You know, I was in hell, so why stop now? If you're going through hell, you should keep going. Where you get to the next level of your life is keep going. Keep going, keep running. Even when you don't even know, we can get tons into chaos. You cannot be great if you cannot operate in chaos. You have to want something so big that it wakes you up in the middle of the night.
Woo! Gotta want it so big, wakes up in the middle of the night, 11:11. Paint your vision. Good morning, dreamers. Rise and shine. Super excited to go ahead and jump into today's topic. It's actually one of my favorite numbers today, August 22nd. Special time, right on time, fired up. Today, we're going to be getting into another great one, and it's going to be the difference between the discipline and the emotional driven individuals. I've been on both sides, and I've been able to see the difference. So this is a very intentional training, and this is going to be from John C. Maxwell himself, developing the leader within. So you already know there's going to be a lot of gems, a lot of value filled in today's training. Johnny in the building. Friend, what's going on? It's great to see you. Love it, love it, love it. Dreamers, what are we grateful for coming in today? And we're going to go ahead and get this thing started. So many amazing things have been going down. We just popped our newest Platinum 1000. Incredible story, 20 years young, being able to tap into the products. She's already been going to international events, and it just goes to show how powerful this platform is and what it's doing for so many others all around the world. I love to see it, and I know we're just getting started. So here we go. Let me get live on IG, and we're getting into today. Discipline versus emotional driven people. Awesome, awesome. So, family, grateful to be alive. So thankful for the access to the tools, resources, and leadership that we have right here every single day. So grateful for the times that we're living in. Is so thankful to understand that the foods that we're eating, the knowledge that we're taking in, the action that we're putting in on a daily basis, all leading towards the individuals who we are becoming, right? Amazing tips on yesterday's call. Today is day 398. Getting the feeling, getting the vision down, getting deep into the morning rituals. You know, this was part of our core 4 that we talked about yesterday, right? Being able to master the morning for this push week, right? For this week to go to end off August with the bang. The morning routine and rituals is one of the biggest parts to go ahead and really make this come full circle. Manny in the building. What's going on, brother? It's good to see you. I love it. Here we go. So today, let's go ahead and talk about the topic, right? Today, we're going to be diving into the difference between discipline and emotional driven. Yo, Manny, I got you. After this live, we'll go ahead and jump on and get on together. All right, so check this out. This is a great one for today. So if you guys have your notepad, if you guys have your papers out, go ahead and split it in half. Go ahead and draw a line right down the middle. And I want to show you guys how powerful it is to see why it is that 5% are succeeding, why 95% are literally living inside of their emotions. And I'm telling you right now, if we're living inside of our emotions, most of the time, we're thinking 80% of these thoughts are negative. So if we're living in this world and we're not changing our paradigm, we're not getting in new information, this is going to be a very cold winter. So I want to go ahead and stop every single one of us from experiencing that, because I know this is a time more than ever to really get prepared. Okay. So here we go. Let's start with the disciplined people, and let me know if you guys can relate as we go through this list, because you're going to see on both sides, you're like, wow, okay, that makes sense. Oh, I get it. This is why I've been the way I've been for the past 30 days, right? So here we go. Discipline-driven people, they do right, and then they feel good, right? Discipline-driven people they are commitment driven. Okay. Number 3, they make principle based decisions. Number 4, action controls the attitude, right? And you're gonna watch as I go ahead and split these in half, how much they really can shape the way we go about our day, can shape the way we feel, can shape the way we actually end up seeing the results that we're looking for, right? So here's the next one. Discipline driven people, they believe it, then they see it. Discipline driven people create momentum. They ask, what are my responsibilities? They continue when problems arise. They are steady, and they can be leaders. Okay. Let's go on the other side. Emotional driven. This is so interesting because I'm telling you, this right here, this is really going to resonate. And let me know if you know somebody who is anywhere down this list of the emotional driven people. So you guys understand the discipline. We've all been on that side. I've seen a lot of you doing a lot of parts of these lists. We've been creating momentum, right? Our actions have been controlling our attitude. Our attitude, hasn't been controlling us. We haven't been like, I got to wait to go to the gym. No, we've been taking the action, and then we've been feeling good after, right? We're commitment driven. All of us have been diving into the Go Lives. We've been diving into the group chats. We've been plugging in. This is the commitment, right? Do right, then feel good. It's not wait to feel good and then do it, because you're going to see on the negative, the emotional side, exactly how this ends up playing out. You ready? You see emotional driven people. Now we're on the other side of the list. They feel good and then they do right. Emotional driven people, they're convenience driven, right? They're always looking for convenience. They're always looking for to make things comfortable. Okay. They make popular based decisions. Their attitude controls their action. They got to see it, then they believe it. They wait for momentum. They ask, what are my rights? They quit when problems arise. They're very moody, and they tend to follow the masses. Woo! Let me know how many of these things that we can relate to somebody that we might know. So many P's on this list. Shane and Talina, Cedric, what's going on? Right? So many of these things. Emotional driven people, their attitude controls their action. They're waiting to feel good to go hit the gym. They're waiting to go feel good to go through the event. They're waiting to go feel good to go ahead and call that person on their chicken list, right? When problems arise, they say, nope, I'm done. That's it. I tried it, tested it out. It's not for me. I'm probably going to go do something different. They're always looking for that next shiny ball to go ahead and fill the void. They're always looking most of the time to go ahead and avoid the deep work, right? This is why discipline is so important. It takes discipline to really get into deep work. It takes discipline to really understand that this journey is a day-by-day process. It's not, success. It cannot be leased. It took me a while to realize it, but this is the analogy that really started to stick with me, right? If we go out and we rent a car, what happens? We rent it for a little bit, and then we go ahead and we got to give it back, right? Well, success, it takes being able to own it. Because if we go hard for a couple of days and then we go back to our old habits and then we go ahead and go back, this is like driving a car, hitting the gas, hitting the brakes, hitting the gas, hitting the. We can all agree we're not going to be able to get very far if we keep on tapping the brakes every so often. And the way that we stop tapping the brakes is literally with one word, and that is becoming disciplined. That's called extreme discipline. So today, I wanted to actually give three tactical pieces to the game plan to go ahead and really get disciplined. Now that we've separated to that, now that we've truly identified what's the difference, let me ask you all this. Drop a 1 if you believe that you would like to be a disciplined person. Drop a number 2 if you'd like to go ahead and step into the emotional driven side. Which side would you rather be on? I need to know the answer to know if we can continue to the next step. Which side would you rather be on? Do you want to jump on the discipline side, or do we want to keep living these emotional cycles over and over and over again, spinning in a hamster wheel? Been there, done that. Let's throw that in the past. Let's step into the new. Okay, love it. All right, now that we're all on the same page, good stuff. Let's get into it. 3 pieces, 3 keys, how we can truly develop our discipline and master our discipline. Let's get into it. You ready? I love it. Here's number 1. Step number 1 is going to be starting somewhere. John C. Maxwell, he gives us 3 tips right here. Number 1, he calls it starting somewhere, getting wins under the belts. So who can drop me down below? What are some wins that you've been able to get for the week so far? What are some wins? Have you got some ka-chings already? I know Lady Boss Dick is getting some withdrawals. She literally just texted me this morning like, yo, D, another one. Let's go. Pay up. Have you guys got some new listings up? I know JoJo, Anissa, they've already knocked out the gym early morning. They've been absolutely on fire. Cedric's been paying himself from trading. Cedric's been traveling. Right? What are some little wins? 100 sit-ups already. Let's go. You see, success most of the time is a lot of little things done consistently, right? The little wins add up to create the bigger wins. So you know what I had to realize? Celebrating the little wins, right? All of the little wins is key, right? Every day when we do our daily disciplines, our daily rituals, guess what? We might not see that effect right away, but I promise you right now, those little wins are adding up. Those little wins are creating confidence. Those little wins are creating more experience. Woo! This is where it begins, right? Creating that live trading account, getting on the Go Lives, going through the boot camp, implementing some of the things that we're learning. Woke up in profit. Let's go. Got some really exciting things to implement from Joey Medina's Go Live sessions this week. Some great knowledge. He's on a session right now. I'm about to go back and check out the recording, right? It's all about getting little wins, right? Think about it today. If you ate some Whole Foods this morning and you had some alkaline water, guess what? That's a win for the morning. You started out great, because we all have little decisions. We can wake up and eat junk food, wake up and eat something clean, wake up and check our phone, or wake up and do our morning rituals, right? You see, decisions shape our destiny. And the moment we can start to get disciplined with our decisions is the moment things start to shift. You know, for myself, I started to envision myself almost as if I'm in the Army. Do I have anybody that's served in here, right? In any branches? Do I have anybody that's served? Here's the mindset that I've started to adopt to go ahead and get myself in the mode, get myself into the groove, right? You see, in the Army, they wake up and they got to do 100 push-ups. It's just it's like clockwork. It's just normal, right, JoJo? You got to wake up. We got to do some PT. We got to get the body moving. So what happens if we didn't have to be in the Army to go ahead and give ourselves that discipline, to go ahead and give ourselves that type of pressure? Why do we need somebody yelling at us to go ahead and give us that discipline when we can wake up and give it to ourselves? So imagine if we had a sergeant, we had somebody that was watching our discipline all day long. How would we move and how would we act? And the moment that we start to develop that is the moment that we really start moving in unison with who it is that we're aligned with, right? This is where they say what we practice in private gets praised in public. Well, the private version is what I'm really focused on for this week. The private version. Who are we? Who are we studying? Who are we listening to? What are our actions? What are our daily thoughts every day? This is where the magic starts to really happen. So number 1, getting the little wins. Number 2, the second step, right? I only got 3. Stick with me, right? The second step, he calls it pay now, play later, right? He said pick small, winnable tasks that we can do before rewarding ourselves with fun and relaxation. Anytime you can delay gratification and practice self-discipline, he says you've won. You've won the battle. Let yourself feel good about it and use it to help you practice self-discipline. Pay now, play later. This is something that I really understood at 21. 21 years old, I'm getting out of college. I'm seeing so many, get into jobs, get into degrees that we're not even necessarily excited about. But we ended up just getting funneled into that. But it's not really our passion. It's not something that we can really see ourselves doing for the next 40 years. So I believe one of the greatest things that any of us can do, especially at this time, is to realize there's never been a better time than right now than to pay the price and go ahead and play later. You see, this is not a time to go spend money on materialistic things, on designer, on things that are liabilities that we do not need to spend any money on right now. This is the time to go ahead and get some cash flow, to go ahead and create relationships, to go ahead and build the brand, to learn these multiple digital streams, to go ahead and take advantage and maximize this window of opportunity that we all have. Windows of opportunity, eventually they close. They don't stay open forever. So if we can maximize this, I'm telling you, this can set up generational wealth right here. So everything that we're learning, this is paying the price. So many, even over the summertime, so many were going out, so many were partying. Guess what? We were getting crypto plays. We were investing in the crypto, DCX, right? Kurt Cobain, Mike Sotero, so much valuable information during this time where I believe, I don't care what niche, I don't care what package anybody's in, this is the time to really start getting educated. This is the time to really start getting plugged in. If you study the masses, this is not what most people are talking about, but the 1%, the wealthy, this is exactly what they're talking about. If you don't believe me, go look at Robert Kiyosaki and go type in Robert Kiyosaki. What is he investing in right now? He's going to tell you gold, silver, crypto, right? So trust me when I tell you, the ones that are paying attention, the ones that are studious right now are going to be very, very happy and very, very blessed if they take action coming into the future. And all of us, we're on the wave. We're here. We're catching it. Number 3, here's the third piece. You ready? The third piece is going to be getting back on the wagon he talks about, right? We all fail. Nobody's perfect. There's never been anybody who just goes on a straight line to success. You can give me your favorite artist. We can talk about our favorite athletes. Like me, for Jordan barely even made his high school team. He almost quit in high school playing ball. But what did he do? He was able to go ahead and get back up on the wagon, ended up becoming one of the most iconic players in the game. So we can think about anybody. So I think the biggest thing to know here is that any time that we really start getting too hard on ourselves is the moment that we need to realize everything happens for a reason, right? Life got hit, family had issues, maybe we had problems going inside of the house, inside maybe with close friends, close relationships. At the end of the day, any one of us can sit down and we can make excuses. All of us. We all have life going on. Shane's over there creating miracles over there in Carolina, has every excuse in the book to be able to not show up, but continue to show up on a daily basis. So many of you, all of you guys, every one of us have excuses why it is that we don't have to go ahead and get on these calls, or we don't have to show up. The difference is there's only two sides. We can either make excuses or we can go out and get the results. And the moment I started realizing that, I stopped blaming the world. I used to do that. I used to blame my family. I used to blame the news. I used to blame the economy, the president, for what was going on in my life, until I realized none of those things are actually are really affecting what's going on in my economy, because Jim Rohn says it. It's true. We can go out and create our own economy. Fail forward to get up. No excuses. This is it. This is the time. This is the time to go out and get bold. This is the time to go ahead and leave everything out on the field. This is not the time to be a bench warmer and watch people succeed, watch others keep flying by, because we are the superstars in our own movie. We are the main actors, and I believe every one of us deserves that success that is here and on the way. The only thing that's getting in the way most of the time is right here. I'm right there with you. I know what it feels like. That self-talk is real. It's real. That's why this unpersonal development, this is crucial. Doing this every single day. The books, the journaling, the audios, the mentorship, the go lives, plugging in. This is what's going to allow us to stay on that frequency long enough to allow all of these amazing abundance, blessings, and miracles to go ahead and continue to manifest into our life. So family, with that being said, that's my training for everybody today on how to go ahead and truly understand why it is the 5% of where they are and why it is the 95% of where they are. Because the 5%, they're disciplined individuals. The 95% are living off of emotion. So Dream Team, let's go out and have a phenomenal day. If nobody told you today, I believe in you. You are powerful. You are a leader. You are growing by the day. Now, the only thing that's left is for time to go ahead and catch up. Remember, we can be, do, and have anything we can hold in our mind. We can hold it right here in our hand. Drop some 5s down below if you guys got some value for today. Drop some 5s down below for yourself, because this is the moment where we are manifesting dreams to reality. Let's go out and make it happen. It's game time. Let's get to work.